Hey guys, my name is Randy. I am a yoga teacher here at Lit From Within, and today we will be doing a shortened version of my stretch and strengthen class. Hi everybody, welcome to my stretch and strengthen class. Today you might need a pair of blocks or a yoga mat, so if you have those, go ahead and get those and come to a seated position on your mat. Once you are here, just go ahead, close your eyes. Let's settle in and begin to slow the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's take a moment to check in with our bodies. Let's release any tension throughout the eyebrows, jaw, neck and shoulders. Moving down to your hands and fingertips. Just release any tension. And give yourself permission to fully relax. One final breath here. And you can open your eyes. And let's go ahead and get started. Jump right into it, and we will begin with a nice deep hamstring stretch. Go ahead and put your legs out in front of you and really activate your legs. So we want to imagine that our heels are reaching all the way towards the wall in front of us. Go ahead and bring your core in. Make sure your abs are engaged, your rib cage is engaged. And we'll just settle in here. Inhale, arms are gonna go up and forward fold just until you feel that nice pull. Take a breath here and come back. All right, now you can soften the legs for a moment and we're gonna go right back into it. So engage your legs, arms up, core's tight. Make sure your shoulders are down. They're not up hugging your ears. So shoulders are down. And we are going to go into that forward fold. And just feel that nice stretch. We don't want to compromise our form here. So our back is not arched. Our back is nice and straight. Legs nice and straight. Deep breaths. And come up and release your arms. All right. From here, we can go ahead and cross our legs. You want your shins stacked right on top of each other. We're going to place our right hand on the mat, and we're just going to reach our left hand over to that right side. So there is a nice curve here. We're getting a nice deep side body stretch and a nice stretch in that left hip. All right, now we're gonna straighten it up. We're gonna isolate our core, really pull in those abs, and we are gonna have a nice straight line this time. So we're reaching towards the ceiling. All right, and we're gonna rotate that. So first time we're gonna have that curve in the side body. Come up, engage that core, and really reach. Have that nice straight diagonal line this time. All right. Next, we are going to do that forward fold again. Remember, we're not curving our backs. Our back is straight. So we're just gonna walk our hands until you feel that nice pull. This is a great hip opener. All right, one more breath here. And let's walk our hands back. slowly kind of unwind. And we can rock our hips back and forth here. And let's take that to the other side now. All right, so same process here. We're gonna start with the left side though. So left hand goes down, right arm is gonna go up. We're gonna feel this a little bit different since our legs are stacked the opposite way. All right, now take that to the diagonal. Once again, your shoulders are dropped. They're not up here by your ears. All right, swing that over to the opposite side. All right, and now we're gonna walk forward. If you feel like your back is wanting to curve, just pull your chest up. All right, and walk your hands back. Okay. You can rock your legs side to side to kind of loosen up those hips a little bit more. All right. And we are going to go ahead and stand up and take that nice forward fold, standing this time. All right. Okay. All right, so go ahead and face the top of your mat. And we are going to come into a low lunge. All right, so a few things to think about here. You really want to make sure that your hips are square. They are not opened. Your hips are square and in line with each other. This straight leg is activated. So we feel that nice stretch throughout our hip flexor. And we want to rotate our pelvis so that our core is nice and straight, pulling through the crown. Arms go overhead. All right, let's drop our arms. And we're gonna raise our right arm towards the ceiling. Now bring that right arm and hand down by the right foot. We're gonna shift that back leg, toes to the outside of the mat. All right. Now from here, we are going to come up elbow to knee. We're not putting a lot of pressure here, just for some stability. All right, and finally bring both arms up. And from here, we are just gonna pulse. So here's where some of that strengthened portion comes in. Our glutes are really squeezed here to support our upper body. Core is tight. And that right leg is working. All right, last one. Settle back into this position. You can cartwheel your arms over. All right, step back into a down dog. Once again, make sure your shoulders are down. Our shoulders are not hugging our ears. Nice, big, deep cleansing breaths here. All right, let's go ahead and step our left foot to the top of the mat. Check in with those same areas. That straight leg is active, hips are square, pelvis is rotated so that our core is nice and straight. Arms overhead. Get a nice stretch in that hip flexor over on the right side. All right, so let's bring our right hand down. Left hand's gonna go up, get a nice twist in the spine. And let's switch that. Come up. Once again, we're not putting a lot of weight on this supporting arm. Come up. And we are going to go right into those pulses. Once again, glutes are really activated here. Core is engaged. All right, go ahead and cartwheel those arms over. Let's step back into that down dog one more time. From here, let's find some movement in our down dog. We can bring our knees to the midline, just alternating side to side. All right, from here, we're gonna come into a plank. We're going to bring our left foot to the center of the mat, and we're going to raise that right leg. Now what we're going to do here is swing that leg to our right elbow and then back to three-legged dog. So we're going to come back to this position and three-legged dog. Core is engaged. We are really using all of our muscle groups here. Last one, hold. All right, let's come back to a down dog, shift to plank. Bring that right foot to center this time and alternate sides. One more here. And hold in three-legged dog. All right. Now come back to plank. And we're just gonna add in a few push-ups here. One thing I wanna make sure is that you have your arms externally rotated. So your elbows, the inside of your elbows needs to be forward so that you can just drop your arms straight back and up. And push back to down dog. And drop that to child's pose. After just a couple of breaths here, go ahead and come up to your fingertips to get a deeper stretch in your shoulders. All right, go ahead and place your palms on the mat. We're going to bring our right hand, thread that through underneath your left arm with a nice twist in the spine. We'll just take some big cleansing breaths here. All right, let's switch sides. Okay, now we're going to come up to a tabletop position, and we're going to do some cat and cows here to really get a nice deep stretch in our spine. So first we're going to start with cat. We're gonna drop our head, tuck that tailbone, and push our shoulder blades as high as they can go. On your next exhale, let's release that. We're gonna bring our head, try to bring the head to the tailbone while sinking your chest down. All right, so we're gonna get going with a little faster cat-cow. All right, and drop back down to child's pose. Okay. We're gonna get some nice deep stretching in the hips. So bring that right foot to the top of the mat, and we're gonna walk that over. Take a pigeon. The blocks are available if you would like to use a block. You can use it in front of you or on either side. But we just want to make sure that our hips are in line and squared. You can drop to forearms for a deeper stretch. All right. So on that back leg, come to your toes, lift up, bring that right leg through, bring the left forward, and we're gonna go down to pigeon on our left side. And if you want to drop that to your forearms for a deeper stretch, that is available. All right, so come to your toes on that right side. Lift up. All right. We're gonna hold plank for just a moment here. And push back into down dog. All right. So come to plank, drop down, chaturanga. Lay down on the mat. Lace your fingers. And we are just gonna pull up and get a nice stretch in the spine. Once again, shoulders are down. Neck is long. All right, so now we're gonna bring in our lower body. We are gonna activate our glutes and our legs. We're gonna push our feet into the mat. When we do that, we're going to arch our back even more. And really work those muscles in our back. And you can drop down. Take a breath or two. And we're going to do that one more time. And release. All right. From here, let's go ahead and extend that left hand out to the side. Right arm is going to go just by your chest. We're going to raise that right leg, flip that over, and get a nice deep stretch in our left shoulder and chest. Unwind, and we're going to switch sides. All right, let's push that back into child's pose one last time. We'll take a little longer child's pose here. All right, so let's come up to our knees. You can do a few shoulder rolls. Just kind of loosen up and release any tension that we've built up. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a malasana. So you're just going to bring your hands to, your feet to your hands, to a yogi squat. We're going to have our prayer hands to our chest. This is a great hip opener. And while we're here with our hands at our heart, we can take a moment and just reflect on an intention. All right, so let's go ahead and sweep our arms, stand up. All right, let's drop that back down to malasana, the yogi squat. And sweep our arms up. Back down. All right, back to Tadasana or mountain pose. All right, let's take a nice wide stance forward fold. I'll go ahead and face this way for that. So open those legs wide, drop down. Let's bring our left hand to the center and extend that right hand to the ceiling. All right, let's alternate sides here. All right, go ahead and walk your feet together. Go ahead and drop down to a seated position. And let's go ahead and lie flat on our back and take a nice Shavasana here. In your Shavasana, you can lift your palms to the ceiling. Completely relax your body. And let's return to that breath work from the beginning of our practice. Let's remember that intention that we set. And let's think of ways that we can carry that out throughout our day. Let's roll over to our left side, using your left arm to support your head. And when you're ready, you can come up to a nice seated position and open your eyes. Extend gratitude to yourself for showing up today for yourself and your practice. Thank you for doing this with me. Namaste.